The polished stone was the first full block made for my mod. The texture was based on the bottom texture of the stonecutter. However, I made sure to change the outline of it to look more like other polished blocks. Now, its crafting recipe is 4 cobblestone in the polished format or 1 in the stonecutter. Finally, there is one special thing about this block. It can make stone bricks without having to smelt. Isn't that amazing? This is the first new block I fully designed, with help from a reference. It's also my personal favorite block in the mod. The reason why this block was made is because I felt kinda weird about how the deep slate tiles were the only block with the tile's name. So I decided that all stone-like blocks would have the same block types. You will see what I mean later. These are the second new tile that I added to my mod. Its design was hard to determine. However, I decided on this design with the different colored parts matching the stone tiles. Finally, we have its crafting recipe using 4 polished Blackstone bricks in the polished formation. It gives you your polished Blackstone tiles. I really don't like that name. These are Magma Bricks. Like what they're made out of, it does damage to you when you walk on it. Unlike the Magma blocks, it does less damage and sadly cannot be used in a bubble elevator. Also, in the most recent update as of recording, it got a retexture to make it look more distinct and less uniform. These are the new Gilded Blackstone blocks I made for my mod. Also, they're made with these 2 recipes that I think are okay, and their textures are nice, I guess. Who am I kidding? There is a problem with both their textures and recipes, and I need some suggestions on how to fix them. These new snowy bricks are a little slippery because of the ice content in the bricks that they're made out of. The reason why I made this block is because when I was a kid I tried to make snow forts, and usually those snow forts would be made out of bricks molded out of snow. The reason why they're slippery is that when you would leave a snow fort overnight and it was cold, they would usually harden and become slippery. These ice-coated snow bricks are throwable like snowballs. Like them, they do extra damage to blazes, but they do a little bit more damage than a snowball. Unlike them, they do some damage to other mobs that aren't blazes and also have a cooldown. Now, how do you make this item? Simple. It's made with 8 snowballs and 1 ice block. These are ice bricks. They are made from a mixture of 2 different types of ice, those being packed and blue ice. Also, how is it actually made? Good question. It's made by putting 2 of both types of ice in the polished formation, and that will give you 4 ice bricks. Also, like all other ice blocks, this block is slippery. About as slippery as packed ice. However, you may notice it looks a little like mud bricks. And that's on purpose. Both blocks use the packed blank title, and I decided to change this convenient coincidence into the whole reason why the block looks the way it does. This new type of ice is a little bit dangerous. This is black ice. If you touch it in any way, you will take a little bit of damage. However, if you stand on it when you're on fire, you will be extinguished. Isn't that great? Also, if you try to break it without silk touch, it will break into packed ice, which is one of the ingredients in its crafting recipe. That recipe is 5 blue ice in the shape of an X and 4 packed ice in the shape of a rhombus. That will make you your block of black ice. These are the sandstone bricks for my mod. They are made with 4 cut sandstone to make the regular sandstone bricks, and the same is true for the red sandstone bricks too. However, they don't look like most brick blocks because they're a sandstone block. They have a unique top and bottom texture to match most sandstone blocks. However, to make that true, I had to change both cut sandstone models to have a bottom texture that didn't match the top texture. This is the first out of 2 new wood types I made for my mod. This specific type of wood is made with 1 cactus, making 2 of the planks. These planks can make anything that any other plank can make, those being chests, sticks, pistons, wooden tools, and any other item that I don't want to list here. It also has most of the wood staples, those being stairs, slabs, fences, fence gates, pressure plates, buttons, doors, trapdoors, signs, boats, and chest boats.